Okay, so here we are, literally a week ago prior to the time that you are listening to this audio video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on this channel, the Save Money More Jan channel. How you doing today? So I decided I felt like turkey meatloaf this weekend. Yeah. It is so cost effective. It is so heartwarming for me, easy to make, comfort food, guiltless. Not that we should be guilty for eating food, but you know how we get sometimes. But I tell you, turkey meatloaf for me is the answer, especially if you're on a tight budget and you want something comforting and easy to make. Obviously, you can use ground beef if you're not a fan of ground turkey, but try it once, maybe. Look, at first I was like a little bit unsure myself. I'm not going to lie. I said, is there anything I could do about that slight aftertaste? And to me, there are a lot of tips and tricks, and you could just add a lot of seasonings to it. And for me, it seems to work out. And when I add the following ingredients, for me, it practically vanishes. So I'm going to give you my recipe that I just made literally at 6 o'clock in the morning this morning. Now you're hearing this a week later, but I said, oh, let me check my messages, from my YouTube channel, you guys' comments and stuff, and then respond to that. And then after that, what I did was I put together my turkey meatloaf in a jiff. I had other things to do anyway, so that was doing in the oven. I love things that I could put in an oven. I love things that I could put in a slow cooker. It gives me an opportunity to not stand there and babysit that item all day long. It gives me a chance to multitask. How do you feel about that? Let me know in the comment section below. So without further ado, I'm going to give you my simple recipe. Going to get a pack of ground turkey. I purchased the Jenny O brand. I've never had a problem with that. Okay, I like it. Put it that way. One package of ground turkey. I'm not quite sure if that's actually a pound. I didn't stare at the weight on that. I just buy it by the pack and hope and trust, and usually it works out for me. I'm just saying the truth. So one package of the ground turkey. I use Jenny O. Now, I happen to have had eggs that look like they were on the smallish side. So instead of using one little itty bitty small egg, I said I'm going to use two. So it all depends. If you're working with big eggs, use one egg. If you're working with small eggs, do what I did, double it up using two. Okay? I don't know why those eggs look so small to me, but they did. All right. So I have two small eggs. Beat them. Put them on the side. 1 tablespoon of adobo. I was younger, didn't care for adobo. I got older, all of a sudden love adobo. Don't ask. It is amazing how our taste can change over time, but it did. So in this case, I like to sprinkle in 1 tablespoon of adobo, shake it out, eyeball it. I love to eyeball things when I cook. I don't necessarily measure. I'm just giving measurements for convenience of the recipe. But honestly, eyeball it, okay, to your taste. So a tablespoon of adobo and a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay. I happen to throw in shake, eyeball it, dried parsley. Dried parsley. When I make Italian meatballs, for example, especially when I do it with the beef, dried parsley in the meatballs makes it really, really good. It brings out certain flavors. So if you like it, I recommend dried parsley. Next, dried Italian seasoning. Next, about 1 cup of oats, eyeball it. The oats really helps it bind together. You're getting much better nutrition, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, okay? But it stands to reason to think that you're adding a little more protein as opposed to, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with breadcrumbs. I've used breadcrumbs most of my life. But honestly, thanks to Everywhere with Steve Young 74, who introduced me to the idea of adding oats to my meatloaf, this is about a decade ago. I said, oats to meatloaf mixture? I couldn't fathom it. At that time, I tried it with ground beef, and I was doing it at that time in my slow cooker. By the way, you could always do these things in a slow cooker if you have that. It's up to you. Okay, so 1 cup of oats, and it's a neutral thing. You're not going to sit down and taste like, oh, I'm eating a bowl of oatmeal in my meatloaf. No, 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 no. So, no, no, they vanish. And what they do is help bind it, help expand what you have. So, yeah. So, you're giving your family and yourself extra nutrition and more bang for your dollar. Hey, these days, to stretch anything, I mean, in some cases, the prices have gone down in certain things. In some cases, it remain the same, or if not a little higher. So to balance it out, anything that can help save money and get more bang for your buck is, to me, that's a good thing. I don't know. All right, so the 1 cup of oats. Now you're going to mix everything together. And you don't have to be shy, you don't have to be squeamish. Sometimes you just have to dig in and maybe wear your your kitchen gloves, your food grade gloves, and work with it if you do that. I never had to do that all my life. I always just worked with it, but I also work with it as much as I can and incorporate everything as much as I can. To me, that makes a huge difference. In the meantime, at that point, I have been preheating my oven to 350. Okay. Now, what I like to do, and let me tell you something, it really saves a lot of mess in general in life for when you're baking meatloaves in general. I take my aluminum foil, I line it up in my meatloaf pan or whatever pan you're using. I put my aluminum foil under it. I let it bake, let it do its thing. I put a little nonstick spray on top of that for much easier cleanup. And what a big difference to me. Why not? I don't know. I don't know why people have a problem, just by making their own life easier with little small steps. And to me, it's so worth it. All right. Now, now some people, when it comes to meatloaf, they're into the barbecue sauce, the ketchup. Sometimes I want that, and sometimes I don't. So I think today I didn't add it to the top, but certainly you could while it's baking. So when I take the picture, you're just probably going to see a little drizzle of the ketchup on for the sake of the photo. But you'll see what I did with the aluminum foil. That way it just lifted out of the pan. I lifted out the pan. I keep that foil. I had already used nonstick spray before I put the meat on top of it. Oh, before I forget, by the way, like I said, it makes for easy cleanup. Before I forget, you can do a lot of throw-ins. Now, this can be done with either the ground beef version of your meatloaf or the turkey meatloaf. You could get a small can of peas and carrots, yum, drain it out. You could add that to your meat mixture. Put it inside of your meat mixture, okay? You can also add a layer of instant mashed potatoes, all done up. Just make 2 small layers of your meatloaf. Put the mashed potato on top, and then put the remainder of your meat mixture on top of that, and then mold it all together. So you got your imagine this. So, and I've done it. It's really quite good. My mom used to love the way I did that for her. She loved that. So you have your peas and carrots in there, and you have your instant mash. Kids love it too. Everything is in one pot. Hello. You could serve that with, let's say, a couple of sliced tomatoes or whatever you like on the side. You are done. Okay. Like that is like the simplest, easiest meal, like forever and ever and ever. I love simplicity. One year, I used that word as my favorite word. Like, honestly, that was like my word of the year, simplicity. And it keeps coming back, even though I use other words. Simplicity is the one word that keeps coming back. So I just thought I'd mention this to you to give you an idea of how I do it. Let me know in the comments section below. How do you prepare your meatloaf? Do you make it a turkey meatloaf? Do you make it a ground beef meatloaf or some other form of making meatloaf? Now, you can make your own gravy. You can make like turkey gravy, or you could get a package of, those packages, just 1, 2, 3. It's so simple to make your own, of course. Make your own little roux or gravy on the side, or just leave it alone with the ketchup or the barbecue sauce, and you're all set. Or even plain. It's about the way you like it. That's the thing I love about certain recipes. Certain recipes like soups and stews and meatloaf. To me, they are all blank canvases blank canvases that you can incorporate and make into your very own. Extremely budget friendly, extremely cost effective, and very easy for those days when you're just really tired and you're looking for a little bit of comfort. Thank you so very much for being here. I truly appreciate everybody's time. Don't forget to come back every single day, 5 a.m. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You see where I'm going with this? I'm like a spinning top, and I just cannot be stopped. Come back every single day at 5 a.m. And this particular month, I'm sprinkling in extra videos like the Parmesan cheese. All right, so if you catch some bonus videos, all the better. Take good care of yourself and your amazing family. And as always, super thanks are always and forever appreciated. Thank you.